Trial tappers find hope, resilience, and post-traumatic growth after life's trials and traumas. Today, I want to share with you a little bit more about post-traumatic growth and the domain area of finding new possibilities. As a reminder, the theory of post-traumatic growth has 5 domain areas. Generally, people have found some growth in the area of personal strength, new relationships with others, new spiritual or existential change, new appreciation for life, and in the area of finding new possibilities. I teach the theory of post-traumatic growth using the analogy of a sugar maple tree. And when you take the sap from a maple tree, you have to boil down that sap to get the maple syrup. And I use that analogy as often we have to try to turn what was negative into something else in our experience, in our trials that we've gone through. When we look at this as what are the new possibilities after the trial or trauma? When interviewing people, the founders, Richard Tedeschi and Lawrence Calhoun, found that some people found these new ways to live their lives or some new paths and new possibilities to help them overcome their challenge. So it's this idea of embracing new opportunities, both at a personal and in professional areas. Some have this improved personal relationship or increased pleasure derived from being around people that they love. Maybe a heightened sense of gratitude toward life altogether, some increased emotional strength and resilience, and some greater spiritual connections. When working with clients, one of the interesting things is we try to understand what are the new possibilities after this. And often it's very difficult to know what to do with this trauma that you've gone through. When people come into therapy with me, it's very common that people are angry, frustrated, don't know what to do with this, where to go, how to go forward with this that's happened in their lives. And yet, generally at the point near the end of therapy with them, we start trying to identify, well, where do we go from here? What can you do? Where can you put that energy into something else? And finding these new possibilities, it's amazing to me to watch when people decide to do something different now. For example, I had someone that was going through a divorce, very traumatic for them. And at the end of therapy, they started telling me things like, I'm going to write a book. I've got this new thing they want to work on. And they never had the time to do that. And so I'm going to do that. In the theory of post-traumatic growth, you'll hear things like people that have lost, let's say, a child in death, then they become a therapist for families that have lost a child. Or we see people like, for example, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Now they join that group after a DUI had killed a family member, and they're out there trying to help change the laws. So these type of things that have changed, and I was recently interviewing somebody else, and now they're out speaking to couples that have gone through a trauma that they went through and how they're helping other couples move forward. I know in my experience, the new possibilities is prior to these events of my brother when he died by suicide, and in my experience at the same time, being confronted with the man that had sexually abused me when I was a child, that changed my whole dynamic. And after about a year of therapy, I started looking at it and realizing that I needed to share my story with more people. I've been a therapist for 24 years now, and I've helped thousands of people. But I felt like I wasn't teaching enough people about my concepts. So the new possibilities for me was to start presenting at more conferences, to start writing my books and my workbooks and training as many therapists as possible in the things that I've learned. Now I've got 24 years of experience, and I hope that I had provided some value to others. So these new possibilities now are open up, that I'm speaking with so many people and being driving around and flying around different places to train people about this theory. I was never on YouTube and never showing videos, never on social media until these events happened in my life, and that shifted me into teach more people at a bigger level. So I hope you found value in the things that I've taught you. If you did, please comment below. What are some of the new possibilities that happened for you after you experienced your trial in life? It's great if you can share this with others. Like and subscribe if you want to hear more videos about post-traumatic growth. Thanks for watching.